To get raw. It is time to get down. It is time for the number one source of all things WWE right here at the Turnbuckle Tavern. I am one half of your host, Bone Breaker. And with me is the one and the only, the Oracle of the Tavern, the MVP Marco. What's up, Marco?
What's going on, man? We're in a different area tonight. We're coming live.
We're live on the YouTube.
Yeah, on the YouTubes. Finally,
we're back, baby, live on the YouTubes.
Yeah, man. We got to get those numbers going.
Yeah,
I think this is our trial run right now. So
yeah,
we're the first to do it, right? I think out of the Tavern group.
I think so.
Are we the first show? Oh, geez. Hopefully this goes good for everyone.
You think Anthony's watching? Anthony, you watching over there?
Oh, Anthony, dude, if you're watching, just throw it on the background. You have to watch
Hollywood Tony.
Put it on your phone, put it on your computer, just let it play. You don't have to hear us. Throw us on mute.
I got the bad guy lawyer here working tonight.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
I just got out of the shower, so
nice.
But yeah, we're here live. We're not gonna do this often, but just pop in live every once in a while, see what the public's about. I mean, one of the big perks of being in the Patreon is, you get these live videos. We're just going to pop in once in a while and kind of, just a little bit of advertisement for the tavern and trying to get some new video listeners or watchers or whatever that may be. And, allow people to come in and join the Patreon. The Patreon's been hot lately. It's been hot off the block lately.
Yeah. Yep.
So not sure. Oh yeah. All aboard. Yeah. We'll talk about Ozzy. Who Anthony, some mid carder.
I feel like now that we're on YouTube, and if this video lives on YouTube, I feel like now really people are gonna whoever's working at WWE is really going to see these and start, booking off of our.
Well, we did talk about house shows last week, and then all of
a sudden, guess what? They're doing house shows now. I mean, they pulled one together really fast.
Yeah, gee whiz.
Yeah, we went on a kind of like a long rant about them not doing house shows anymore. And
but I think there was something to that, Marco, because we were talking about that, and Nikki Bella said, you sent me that video. And she said she wasn't ready. She was kind of thrown out there for that singles match.
Exactly.
So there's something to it, Marco.
There's definitely something. Someone's definitely listening. Don't know who it is. They have WWE's a giant corporation. They have tons of people watching all these.
It's Paul.
They're watching streamers. They're watching the people that do. They're doing all this stuff. They're watching social media. They're watching all the. They're definitely watching everything. They're watching what everyone's saying, and I mean, I think we're going to take credit for them getting back on the road and getting their reps in. That's what I'm going to do that anyway. I'm taking credit. I don't know about you, Jay.
Take credit, man. But yeah, like I said, $2.99 a month gets you access into the Facebook group, and of course, like I said, you can watch us live.
Oh yeah,
everyone gets you some Facebook friends. Look, we have a kind of a Facebook friend. Right, we're helping out today. We're letting one of our Patreon listeners he's trying to learn the ropes a little bit. I said, you know what? Come watch us in the background, just see what this is about. So you can become a learned podcaster like me and Marco.
Yeah. Professionals.
We're professionals. Professional jackasses.
Yeah, no, I'm not professional whatsoever. I wing it every single week, people. Nothing.
Yeah,
no, I don't. I mean, we do research. Obviously, we watch the products and all that stuff.
Right.
watch social media. But other than that, as far as like being on camera and speaking stuff, we're not trained professionals. We're just talking shit like everyone else.
I forgot an oldie but goodie here that I should have used on the We're Live.
We're live.
That's another mid Carter.
No, he's not a mid Carter. He's a jabroni. Look at this.
We're live.
That's another curtain jerker right there of the tavern.
Good Lord. I mean, actually, you know what he is? He's a ring rat. That's what he is.
Yeah, he might be a ring rat. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's definitely waiting after the shows.
Ring Rat Hawk. That's got a good name to it.
He's definitely trying to latch himself on any of the guys after the shows and stuff like that. Pretty sure.
Well, if this is your first time listening to the tavern, which, like I said, we try to give smart takes.
You, the audience, are quite frankly tired of having your intelligence insulted.
Intelligence insulted, we don't insult your intelligence over here. So feel free to comment in this section, type away. We got and another thing, Marco, I know you were going to talk about some other stuff kind of related to wrestling merchandise a little bit later on, but we got San Diego Comic-Con this week, so that's
yes, that's right. It's huge. That's big for the wrestling world. It's not just obviously it's figure related, but
yeah.
If you're a figure collector, this is definitely the week that you're going to be planning the next year or so. Planning to be in debt probably for the most part because all the reveals.
The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, you're pulling out that checkbook. You're logging into your bank account and see what you could put away for the coming year because I can guarantee it's probably going to be pretty crazy.
This is Bill this week.
I enjoy destroying lives.
Man, dude, it's always like, especially if you're a figure collector and you're like, this week comes up and you're watching all the the reveals and all this stuff, and man, it's you want. I mean, there's so many cool things that you want, but at the same time, you got to pick and choose. Yep. Or if you get the money, hey, I'm not putting any handcuffs on anybody. If you have the money and you can buy it all, do just that. But obviously, there's some people that can't do that, and they have to, pick and choose what they're gonna
usually after San Diego Comic-Con. This is me.
You're bleeding.
The price gouge, dude. That's what happens. The price gouging that happens. Man, I'm curious to see what they do. I mean, we kind of talked about it with the. I mean, I'm not sure if we talked about it on air, but I know offline we talked about the John Cena that they just revealed. Not sure if that's the SDCC exclusive anymore. I think it might be something else popping up. I think they might have a secret figure popping.
They do. There was like some early pictures. It looks like LJN is making a comeback.
Is that a with LJN with
Mattel? Yes.
Okay.
WWE owns the LJN name. So
okay, that's right.
there was a display already shown. It shows WWE superstars. It looks like a big packaging thing. So
oh boy. Oh, yeah. So that's a counter to. They're really countering AEW's
big rubber guys. Yeah.
Not just countering their program, they're countering their products, their merchandise.
Their figgies.
Yeah, we got the big rubber guys. The major bros over there teaming up with AEW. They got their big rubber guys licensing deal with AEW now, and we'll see if LJN is making a comeback. That's pretty huge. But then what happens to the Coliseum collection? Are they just gonna wait? No, the whole point of the Coliseum collection was because we didn't have the the posability back then. Are they just gonna stop the Coliseum collection and move over to? That'd be very upsetting.
It's time to shake things up around here.
All right. Yeah. Bill and Steve, if you're listening to this, don't even think about doing it.
Jesus Christ, I think maybe we need a little work there.
Don't even think about it. Don't even cancel that line. At least let's drop the Warrior and Honky Tonk and then
oh man.
Yeah, let's get that out first and then get rid of, if you want to cancel, it's fine. I'm good with that. But dang, man. I like the figure talk. We're not taking away from the fig guys by any means. You know what? We don't do this every week. It's just a special occasion.
Right.
You know, we're figure collectors. You know, it's SDCC week, so we're just talking. We wouldn't step on any toes. They're great friends of ours. And, we don't want Tom coming after us. He's a connected man. Too, so he's a made man.
Yeah, make sure you check out Fig Guys. Also, while we're doing quick little plugs here, also make sure you can check out our one of our Patreon listeners' podcast, J Bugs. That's J-Bugz Wrestling Podcast. Check that out on. You can get that on Spotify, I believe Apple, but I know Spotify for sure. J Bugs Wrestling Podcast. Check that out. Give him a listen. You know, like I said, he's getting started up and he's kind of trying to learn the ropes a little bit. And like we don't gatekeep around here, so we're not gatekeepers.
Yeah, man. If you want to talk wrestling, by all means, do it. There's enough space for everybody here.
Yep.
All right. No hate.
Yep.
All in.
So, all right. Well, I think it's time we get into it. Let's head into some outside the ropes.
Outside the ropes.
We are outside the ropes. We've got a lot of outside the ropes news.
I don't even know where to start with this. So where do we start?
I'll just start from the top, I guess.
Start my comments about my personal comments about Brock
Lesnar. Actually, we might do that, but let's start off with some sad news. Actually,
yeah, let's do that.
Unfortunately, as everybody probably knows at this point, WWE Hall of Famer, he was inducted in 2021, kind of that weird post-COVID year that they had. Ozzy Osbourne, the one and the only leader of Black Sabbath, passed away today, the age of at least 76. You know, terrible loss, not only obviously for the music world. He was very, very instrumental for that heavy metal genre.
Yeah.
In the late 70s, early 80s. I mean, obviously into the early 2000s with he had the the Osborne show. That was, it was hilarious. And that kind of like paved the way for like the Hogan Knows Best show a little bit, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
That occurred like mid 2000s. And the reason why we're talking about him is he was, wrestling fan, heavily involved in wrestling. I said, obviously a Hall of Famer, but he was a part of WrestleMania 2, British Bulldogs versus, name is escaping me. Was it? It might have been. Was it the Rougeos? Maybe.
I think it was.
Okay, I know. I just know. I know it's definitely British Bulldogs. Obviously, he's from Britain. I can just hear him saying British Bulldogs. He did some announce work, and then he made some couple appearances. Him and Sharon, I know they made an appearance on Raw.
Yep.
Once there was a lot of that stuff floating away. But what's some of your memories of Ozzy?
Oh man, as I was going, I actually did like a post earlier on Instagram. Posted up the picture of Captain Lou, him and Captain Lou. But I put a little story of my uncle John, R.I.P. He huge Ozzy Osbourne fan, Black Sabbath fan. When I was little in the 80s, he had this poster. He had the poster of one of Ozzy Osbourne's solo albums called "Bark at the Moon." And the poster is Ozzy Osbourne, and it's like full moon, and he's dressed as a wolf. And it's like creepy. It's like it was the scariest photo I ever seen as a youngster. I would never go into my uncle lived with us for a little bit. He had his own room, so I would always like be scared to go in his room and stuff like that because that poster was on. Once you close the door, I think it was on the door. So once the door closed, that poster was there of Ozzy Osbourne with his mouth open with the fangs and everything. I can vividly remember it. So that scared the crap out of me when I was little. But then as hearing the music, definitely getting into it too, going backwards, going back to Black Sabbath days and stuff like that. After listening to the solo stuff, kind of I don't want to say integral part of my childhood, but definitely was a part of it because, like I said, my uncle was like a huge Ozzy fan, and that's all he would play. He wouldn't listen to anything else but Ozzy Osbourne. So I kind of grew up listening to it. I think one of his favorite songs is "Mom, I'm Coming Home," which is the one I put on as the which is a very good song. Definitely go listen to that. Yeah, great vocalist. I mean, geez, I mean, he was when Black Sabbath was out. Obviously, people thought it was like the devil's music, so that's people thought he was like a devil worshiper and all that stuff because they were coming with some like heavy metal at the at that point in the in the 60s.
Well, it also didn't help that he bit the head of him off of him back.
Yeah, that too. I think he kind of like played into it. He's just like, you know what, fuck it. If they think I'm doing this, I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, I mean, you could go on and on about Ozzy Osbourne, how not even just like a music icon, just like in general, just like a just a media icon, just like everywhere. Podcasts, like you said, TV shows, movies. He's made appearances in cartoons, pretty much everything. He's everywhere. Yeah, man, it's tough when like I said yesterday we had Malcolm Jamal Warner.
And that one was really tough, man.
Yeah,
especially the circumstances surrounding it.
Him passing.
That one breaks my heart.
Yeah,
lot.
It was the past couple of days have been pretty. We always talk about this. When people our age, it's like all our like childhood things are either getting old or dying out, which is very sad to see.
Yeah,
very
that's
very
what
sad
happens.
to see, but
When you as you grow older.
Oh, how can we forget Ozzy Osbourne, forever cemented with War Games too. His music.
Oh, that's true.
So that'll be obviously that'll be the theme song for the rest of WWE's existence. I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon.
Right.
He actually made that appearance in the when they brought it back for what was it? Was it for Boston? The first time they brought War Games? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they actually went to that one. So yeah, they had him in the intro video and stuff like that too, live, not just a song. So yeah, he definitely will be missed, obviously, to us wrestling fans as well as friends, family, and fans in general too. So yeah, sad. It's always sad when those icons pass away because it's like you feel like music is slowly dying when it comes to these kinds of these talents as they go away. Like Prince, when he passed, it was like, holy crap. Michael Jackson, so on and so forth, back and back, Elvis, all that type of stuff. So, yeah, he will be missed. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness. Yep. It was kind of sad to say so, but, all thoughts and prayers go out to the Osbourne family, of course. So, of course, his kids, Sharon. So,
yep,
it will be very missed, very much missed. On to some other news. So, of course, this past weekend, UFC was in New Orleans.
Yep.
For my hometown boys, Dustin Poirier. He literally lives like 2 miles from me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. He's a nice guy too. I've seen him seen him in the grocery stores and stuff like that before, but really, really cool guy. But some of the news was talking about with particularly Demetrius Johnson.
Yes.
And UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier, another Lafayette native, was asked if he'd like to face Lesnar in a WWE ring since they're playing UFC heavyweight title fight didn't materialize in 2018. And here's what the former UFC light heavyweight and heavyweight champion said. He said, I mean, Brock is on a ban list right now. Oh, dude, Brock got in so much trouble. You know what Brock did? I ain't telling you on air what Brock did, but bro is in so much trouble. It sounds just like Daniel Cormier. I love it. Brock Lesnar was last seen, of course, in WWE at SummerSlam 2023, where he lost to Cody Rhodes and put him over after the match. Lesnar returned to WWE return to WWE TV is uncertain due to his connections with Janelle Grant's lawsuit against Vince McMahon. This says John Laurinaitis, but he's not part of that. And WWE, the lawsuit claims that McMahon offered Grant to Lesnar, which has kept him off WWE shows, blah, 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 blah. Wrestling Observer reported in May 2025 that the Beast is still under contract, a WWE contract. That means that WWE would be ready to use Lesnar if his name gets cleared in the McMahon lawsuit. It should be noted that whenever Triple H has been asked about Brock in interviews, he has never said anything negative about him or anything about the lawsuit. I mean, as far as like a ban list, I don't know about a ban list. Maybe a do not use list.
Yeah, he's banned for now anyway. That's what it is.
I mean,
and he
to me, a ban is like permanent. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's on the temporary ban list. That's what we'll say. And that was not me, by the way. That was Daniel Cormier that said that.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people,
I got you now. Yeah.
Get me confused for Daniel Cormier, but, which is kind of funny.
It's funny because he's from my hometown too.
No, it's hilarious. He, my wife was she has physical therapy, so she's with the physical therapist, and they have some like I forget what they call not an intern, what do you call the people that like train under I can't think of the name. Whatever. He's a trainer person, and she's always talking about me, the kids, all that type of stuff. And the guy goes, he was like, you know what? He was like, can I see he's like, you always talk about your family. You mind if I see a picture of him? And she goes, oh yeah, sure. So she shows like a family picture, and he looks and he goes, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. And she goes, oh, she goes, oh, what is it? He's like, nah. He's like, I'm not saying it because he probably hear it all the time. She goes, what? He goes, your husband kind of looks like Daniel Cormier a little bit.
You know what would be funny?
I was like, damn it, dude. Like, what the hell? What the hell is going on?
If you ever came down to visit me, we got to walk around town and then I'll just be like, hey, yeah, this is Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, dude, I'll do the goatee.
People would like freak out. They would probably buy into it.
They get my ass kicked for impersonating DC.
Yeah,
he comes and fucking pays you a visit.
Yeah, he's just here in town. No big deal.
But that's
you would visit some fam.
Never fails. It never fails. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, that article is right. Triple H does not speak negatively at all about Brock Lesnar. But at the same time, I'm so convinced Triple H is not a legacy act guy.
Oh,
he's the way he treated Goldberg.
Don't get me started again.
Basically, how Goldberg was treated.
There was some other stuff that I thought about afterwards, like, dude. Anyways, we'll keep going anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, anyway, yeah, Brock. I mean, if he comes back, great. If not, I don't think. I mean, the WWE's doing fine without him. I mean, there'll be a moment if he does.
They don't need him, honestly. They don't need him.
Not judging from Monday Night Raw. Not with that entrance of Roman Reigns. They don't need anyone else.
You're telling me. I actually said
over.
I said this in Turnbuckle Tavern page. Years ago, Pod Foundation, we were kind of split on between Team Kenny and Team Roman.
Oh yeah,
you remember that? And then I was like Team Kenny, but look, I like Kenny Omega, but dude, Roman he's on another planet. Okay,
it's about star power, dude. It's about aura, like fucking.
Yeah.
Jeez,
we'll talk about the Kenny. Kenny is obviously the better in-ring talent.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But God damn, you can't be the star power of Roman. I'm sorry.
Like I said, even Kenny said it that he's the presentation of Roman Reigns is fucking. If he had that presentation, Kenny Omega would be he had the audience and he had the presentation. Yeah, he could be. I mean.
What is happening?
I don't know.
My phone's freaking out here.
I don't think was that Siri didn't like us talking about Kenny Omega.
I guess not.
Kenny Omega fan right there.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, he said it himself. He said if I had that presentation, he was like, I would love having like the way he's presented as a wrestler. Like that's what you want as a champion. Like, well, he's not the champion now, but back then
he should be. 100%.
Yeah, he needs they need to. I don't know. I mean,
you know what? We're not in prediction mode, but I wouldn't be mad at Cody not winning this at SummerSlam and then put the strap back on Roman, man.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're gonna go I'm not sure if they're gonna do Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns, but he needs to work. And we'll talk about it, but he definitely needs to work on his promo skills a little bit when he's in the ring. With Roman.
Yeah.
Dude, he didn't bury him a little bit, but when he was just like, I didn't hear anything you said. That was fucking hilarious. He's like, was your mic working? I didn't hear anything you said. Dude. Anyone else I would have killed, dude. But Braun Breaker's kind of like over. But if that was like an Austin Theory, that would have been it. His career would have been done. But yeah, we'll talk when we get to it. But that was
but I really think I'm leaning towards like Cena beating Roman. I know we're going off track here, but
yeah,
I mean Roman beating Cena in December, and then you got Roman. It's perfect timing. He's got the title. Cena's off in the sunset. Officially, Roman retires him.
Yeah,
makes him officially the next guy. I mean, he's already.
That happens? You think they meet again before the year's over? Him and Roman and Cena?
I don't know. I mean, they don't really need it, but I tell you what is needed, and that's Roman with the belt.
Yeah, I think so. I think we need Cena's great and everything, but yeah, I don't know. Cody's kind of. I don't know what they're doing with Cody. I have a weird feeling they're gonna.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, they're trying something, but yeah, we'll get to it. But what were we talking about? We're
talking about Brock.
Whatever, Brock. Yeah, Brock. Whatever. If you're back, you're back. If you're not, you're not. It was fun while we had you. If you never make it back, just stay out of trouble. That's all.
This next story could be kind of a twofold deal here, but
oh boy.
So as we saw, Fox and Friends, Eric Bischoff announced that the Real American Freestyle, which is the company that Bischoff, Hogan, and Izzy Martinez, I believe his name is, started, revealed that Kurt Angle will be a commentator and analyst for their inaugural event, RAF 01. The debut show takes place on August 30th at the Wolstein Center in Cleveland, Ohio. Kurt will join Chael Sonnen and Bubba Jenkins in the commentary booth. Tickets for RAF 01 are available now via Ticketmaster, and there's plenty available, folks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see.
Hulk Hogan, commissioner of RAF, praised Angle's involvement. Kurt Angle is a living legend, having accomplished everything in wrestling. He fits perfectly with Real American Freestyle as we reshape the sport. His energy and expertise will add fire and authenticity to our broadcasts. We couldn't be more excited to have him on the Real American team. So let's stop right there.
Oh, boy.
That quote, supposed by Hulk Hogan.
That's not him.
That's not him.
No. If he was going to do that, he would have been on camera doing it. He would have been promoting it himself on.
There's no brothers in there. There's
no brother.
Let me tell you something.
No, what you gonna do's? Nothing.
Yeah.
That's not a Hogan. That's not a Hogan statement. That's either a Bischoff statement or someone else, some writer.
So what I want to talk about is we've talked about this already in the past, but this is really still picking up steam a lot. Bubba Love's Fuzz, in fact, he came out today, said that Jimmy Hart told him that he cannot talk because he has a trachea.
Yeah.
So he cannot currently talk, but he is at home now, I believe. But he's not doing good, supposedly.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Hart comes out, like not too long ago, on his Twitter, I believe it was. I just saw actually our friend Scott Johnson posted it, so I don't know exactly where he posted it. And said, "No, baby, he's fine, baby, he's doing good. He's the greatest champion of all time, baby. I'm carrying his weed for him right now, baby. I got this big old sack of weed right now, baby. He's gonna smoke him a joint right now, baby."
It's fishy. Some fishy stuff going on right
Something's
now.
going on, man.
Yeah.
Hogan has not been seen. So with this announcement, he was on. Eric Bischoff was on Fox and Friends.
Yep.
And Hogan was not on.
Nope. And he'd be right with them too.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Nope.
So, something's up, man. I'm telling you. And if Hulk Hogan was to pass away, this is the absolute way he would pass away, like slowly and lying the whole time.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean, is it not true though? Is it not true? I mean, like this seems like how Hulk Hogan would pass away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, like, because we kind of talked about it last week. We're like, yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge, he has this like, thing against Hogan because of the whole, all that stuff in the past. But so I kind of like brush it off as like it's rumors. But now it's like he's coming out with more information, and he's like not stopping about it.
It's like information, and here's the thing: nobody has sent him like a cease and desist or tried to sue him for for libelous claims or anything like that. Like, he doesn't have any type of lawsuits, nothing against him, and he's throwing all this information out. And mind you, Bubba the Love Sponge was close to Hogan at one point. So I do think that he does still know some people in his camp.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, they might have stopped being friends, but they friends of friends.
They're gonna have mutual friends.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's
I know he's a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. I think there's something to this. Maybe he's not on his deathbed, but he's definitely sick.
Yeah, he's definitely incapacitated. Definitely, there's definitely some might be some truth to what Bubba the Love Sponge is saying. Because him not, and he wasn't even on. Bischoff was on Ariel Helwani's show too, like doing that. He did like
don't get me started on that.
And I'm pretty sure Hogan would have been right next to him on that. Doing that interview. Yeah. So like I don't. It's very strange that Bischoff is the one, doing the media rounds for it and no Hogan in sight. So, I mean,
and that's last person is Eric Bischoff doing your media rounds.
I mean, before you get into Eric Bischoff, have you seen? Hats off to the guy. How old is he? Like, it is.
Oh, he's like 70, I believe.
Have you seen the shape he's in?
He's jacked
For a 70-year-old, yeah. Like, because him and DDP, they posted a video. I was rather impressed. The guy has abs at 70-something years old. Hats off to the guy. But yeah, well, I didn't put that in the notes, but speaking of Eric Bischoff, he did have some thoughts on AEW and TNA, and
he's a worm.
He did kind of give them props for their all-in show though. For doing, I think Ariel Helwani said they did what did they do, like 34,000 or 40,000 people in attendance. And Eric Bischoff was like, "Hey," he's like, I didn't catch up," which he's always following that stuff. Pretty sure he's lying about that. He's like, "Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it." He's like, "But even if they did 20,000, he was like, that's impressive." He's like, but 30 to 40, he's like, that's even better. So he's like, congratulate them for what they're doing. I'm like, but he's like, I didn't see any numbers or anything. Yes, you did. You're lying. Exactly. No, he definitely knew what numbers they had and all that stuff. He's watching that stuff. He watches. He's a business guy. He watches all that. He watches everything.
He's a fake business guy. He's a pretend business guy. He's a fucking meat salesman, is what he is. That's what he is. He's still a
salesman.
That's what he's still selling meat from like he did in the 80s. So get him off of my fucking screen. He makes me
meat
sick.
salesman.
That's what he did in the 80s. He sold meat
and toys too. That's right. He did the
stars.
What was that ninja game he had or some shit like that?
Well, Eric, guess what?
Your daddy's not here anymore.
Daddy Ted or Daddy Hulk?
That is true. Once Ted Turner left, it was a wrap for that dude. Which
or
is
Daddy Man.
That is true. Which is unfortunate because obviously that affected a lot of people, not just Eric Bischoff. But I was surprised to see Chael Sonnen was one of the commentary guys.
Yeah, I mean he's a legit dude, I mean, he's a wrestling fan as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll watch it just to see how it, what it looks like, see what the presentation is,
For sure.
Give it some eyes, and that'll probably be it. Probably watch it once, and that's it.
Yep. Well, let's see here. Oh yeah. So last thing is, so WWE is really kind of building like their big core, future core. I don't think it's too hard pressed to really or too shocking for this.
Yeah,
core, but they are definitely laying the laying the ground for them. One of them, of course, really argue she's already there. Probably, Rhea Ripley. Of course, she's 28 years old. Man, she is. Yeah, I mean, she's over. I mean, she's over. Like, not just like, okay, like she's the best in the women's division. She's like on the roster. She's heavy, So
She's over male or female. She's
right.
She's one of the top stars specifically. Not even, like you said, not just in the women's division.
And you got, of course, Braun Breaker.
Yep,
as well too. He is part of this trio, and Jacob Fatu. Fatu could be a guy that maybe dethroned Cena too.
Yeah, he's over. He's over. Jacob Fatu. I mean,
he is.
Crazy.
But there will be a permanent top tier roles. The idea is not just to pair them with today's established names, but to eventually place them in those same marquee spots and in WrestleMania main events. I think or you know what, you could have Fatu just win the Royal Rumble as well too, or or Breaker.
It's a strong possibility. Yeah.
Ripley's in a major title match for SummerSlam, part of the Triple Threat for Women's World Championship. The report notes that WWE sees her as obvious long-term leader of the women's division. Breaker, meanwhile, has been thrust into a spotlight on Raw, aligning with Paul Heyman, as we know, and Jacob Fatu has made an impact over on SmackDown with the Bloodline saga continuing to evolve. So we'll see where that goes, of course. Last piece of it. This is actually the last piece of business here. So, of course, as we know, TKO bought WWE. Well, now we're on year 2 or so. And the company rolled out a whole new severance plan. Not good.
No, that's never a good thing.
Starting July 18th, 2025. The core components of the severance plan package are now about 2 things: Cobra benefits and severance pay. On the upside, employees will still qualify, still get health insurance through Cobra, which is pretty shitty. It's very expensive, Cobra, after being let go. But there's a catch. They'll need to keep paying. This is it. They'll need to keep paying their regular monthly premium share if they want to keep those benefits while receiving a severance pay. So basically, if you have your coverage, but you have to pay your part. I mean, that's really any company. So severance minimums and maximums are now strongly divided by titles. Senior vice presidents minimum 16 weeks, max 52 weeks. Vice presidents is a minimum 8 weeks, max 36, and all other below VP minimum 4 weeks, max 24 weeks. I think it was like a lot longer than that, but really this is more about just kind of talking about, I guess, the culture at TKO now that it's taken over. Whereas, Vince, when Vince was there, was kind of that family aspect a little bit, which little side turn here. We have the whole Coldplay concert that happened last week.
Yeah, that's right. Who knew that was going to freaking go viral?
Why have we not seen a? God, I think I need to make it tonight before it comes out. But we need to see the Vince Janelle Grant.
Oh no, someone made it. I've seen.
Okay,
yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I've seen that. I've seen who else? Jeez.
I saw Edge and Lita. I saw Saturn and Moppy today.
I've seen Hogan and Bischoff.
There you go. I saw Paige and Xavier and
Brad Maddox. I've seen who else? Damn, there's so many. I've seen one. If you're watching LFG, I've seen Bubba and what's his name? The dude that's on his team. That him and they got they were like kind of at each other on the first season, but this season they're kind of like friends. Seeing that, and just countless people doing it too, like at different concerts and shows and stuff like that. Like if you see sporting events and stuff, they're starting to, when they do like the live cam thing, people are starting to do that. I'm surprised they didn't do that on Raw. Like kind of making fun of that or anything like that. If Vince was in charge, he would have definitely capitalized on that somehow. Not sure, but two people hugging each other. I don't suppose. Maybe like Dom and Roxanne Perez, maybe doing that. If Vince was there, they would have done that spot. But missed opportunity on their part.
Yeah. Not too good there. So, So what I was going to get at was, TKO was at one time was like a kind of family-owned business. Excuse me, Vince
WWE.
Vince kind of had that family-owned business vibes, and I think for the most part took care of people that he had to let go.
Yeah,
and then not so much now, so that's kind of leaving a sour taste in people's mouths nowadays. So.
Yeah, I mean, it happens when there's a takeover and new people come in and change policies and stuff. That's a given, right? I mean, if you've been around the corporate world long enough, you worked a job, you've seen all different changes and things like that. So,
Poop again.
I mean, it comes with the territory. That's all. It's not stinks, but you know what? Hopefully it gets better. That's all you can hope for, I think, anyway. Stay positive, employees of the WWE.
Well, I think it's time to give everybody their fixes.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fixes.
We're gonna have so many fucking fixes up in this motherfucker.
Well, before we get to what we're gonna get to, we gotta if you're watching, I do. New Jack 187 shirt on right now because New Jack is going to be in the new DLC pack for WWE 2K25 along with Jordan Grace, Penta, I believe KSI.
Who cares?
I think there's another one.
I'll look it up.
I'm not sure who. I know those four. I thought there was supposed to be a celebrity one, but it might be. I heard rumblings of El Grande. Of him being in it, but we'll see. They might just drop the four people that are named, but just New Jack being in a video game is in the WWE game nonetheless is fucking crazy. And if you see the videos online, they showed like WWE 2K put the video of his entrance, him walking out with the with with his weapons and all that stuff, and wearing the fatigues with the headband and the music playing. Dude, I'm excited about this. Just to have New Jack in a video game is insane to me.
Oh, it's Bull Nakano, by the way.
Bull Nakano, that's it. Yes, that's what I was excited about. But yeah, having New Jack in a WWE game doesn't seem like it fits nowadays, where it's not like as as hardcore. But like, if you've been watching like the because you can get WWE 2K25 on PC as well, and there's been a lot of mods happening. I'm not sure if you've seen like the 2K mods where they're just people just making some crazy like hardcore matches, like old ECW stacking tables on top of each other, throwing people through tables, barbed wire bats, all this crazy stuff that they're doing. So I can imagine what they're gonna do when when New Jack gets his appearance. But I think the last time, like I said, he was in a video game was there was like a TNA game, like back in the, I want to say around like the 360, maybe PS2, PS3. I forget which game it was, but yeah, hats off. And, kudos to WWE for putting New Jack in there, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. I mean,
his story. If you're a wrestling fan, the stories. There's a lot of New Jack stories that floating around. Definitely want to pick up his book,
especially Mass Transit.
Oh, Mass, yeah. I mean, that was in my area. And, there was that, and then there was the guy that he stabbed repeatedly because he was kind of stiff in the ring. Not sure if you've ever seen that one. There's video of it. Definitely go take a look if you're squeamish. Don't. But yeah, New Jack was not a guy that you would play with at all. I was scared when I met him in person.
You met him?
Yeah, so he was at it was WrestleMania. It was the first one it was 2013. I think it was
29.
29, yeah, WrestleMania 29. It was at a PWS show, Pro Wrestling Syndicate. So they did a meet and greet with like a bunch of like Iron Sheik was there, Lita,
Cheeky Baby.
Yeah, Cheeky Baby was there, John Morrison, Lita, New Jack, Bret Hart was there the day before, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, he was like New Jack. If you've probably seen some pictures, sometimes he'll like dress up. So he'll have like a like a top hat, nice suit, all this stuff. So look real pimping. And he was even scary looking like that, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he wanted me for a spot in his match.
Oh shit.
But I politely declined. He's like, hey man, you're kind of like big. You ever like you into athletics? You wrestling stuff like that? I'm like, nah, I'm just just a loyal fan. He's like, oh, okay, all right. I thought he was gonna be like, hey, if you wanna be a part of this match. It was him and Necro Butcher. That was a match. So, yeah, I'm glad I said no because I probably would have been brutally beaten in a New Jack match. That's what I'm thinking. He's like grabbed me by my shoulder and he's like rubbing my shoulder. He's like, oh man, he's kind of thick.
Oh
there.
man.
I was like, oh no. No, just here to watch the show, buddy. He's like, all right. But I took a picture with him and that was it. But yeah, he scared me. I thought I was dead meat right there.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Anyway, yeah, dude, it's exciting times to be. Like I said, if you're not excited to be a wrestling fan nowadays, with all this cool stuff that's happening, whatever organization you're a fan of, if you're a fan of all of them or some of them, or and you're just an indie fan, yeah, it's an exciting time, dude. I mean, come on,
yeah, for sure.
Speaking of TNA, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, speaking of TNA
over the weekend that we should be talking about, or
well, we could talk about a couple of things. So for once, of course, there was a match with the NXT Dark State. They took on the System.
Yeah,
Brian Myers, which was a great match. Brian Myers, JDC, Eddie Edwards, and Matt Cardona. Great match, actually, really entertaining. Those guys were all four showed out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was awesome.
And Brian, man, he was like really featured pretty heavily in the match. And Matt, really, of course they were in Long Island, so that probably had something to do with it.
Yep.
But Brian got the beat down, and then Matt fed the comeback. for sure. Good match though. And like I said, I was impressed with the Dark State guys as well too. My real first match I watched with the Dark State guys. So you know, their gimmick needs a little work, but their in ring work is great. You know, their gimmick work is just kind of overplayed. It's very like Retribution 2.0 is.
Yeah, / like Shield almost, like not really Shield, but like trying to right the wrongs of whatever. But yeah, no, they're all great talents, all those dudes.
Yeah,
young talented guys. Definitely, yeah, you're right. The gimmick needs a little fine tune, and they'll be fine.
And then the next match that I want to talk about. Actually, we'll go with the main event first.
You want to talk about Tessa Blanchard and Indy Hartwell and the fun chants that were happening throughout the.
I mean, look, I don't really know. I don't really follow too much with Tessa. I know Tessa got herself in some trouble, just in general, just the way she had. It seems like she's tried to right those wrongs a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if she is a racist or not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing really been proven from what I know of, unless I'm wrong on that.
The only thing I did see was the only accusation that I've seen that people have come out and said, even Chelsea Green, was her just being, like not welcoming to.
Yeah, she's an asshole.
Yeah, just like borderline hazing, essentially. Not just being ribbing people and having fun with them, like just completely like just being a piece of shit to ladies that she worked. So like that's the only one I did see, because a lot of women that worked with her at that point did come out and say
no, she's definitely
she was like that. The racist part of it, I mean, like you said, there's no real. I mean, I only read one account of it, but that fell in line with the other stuff, like her just being a complete piece of shit to other like women that she worked with. So I mean, it goes hand in hand. Yeah, I'm not sure about the chance throughout the whole match, and I'm not sure if it's that level of it. But yeah, it's kind of distracting, and it to me it took away from Indy too, like being in that match. Like, yeah, when you're doing stuff like that, you got to think about the person that she's wrestling as well.
Exactly.
You kind of take it away from their moment. So, but fans are gonna be fans. You pay a ticket, unless they put those.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point, you gotta. At some point, it's not just fans are gonna be fans. Like what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna charge the ring about fans are gonna be fans. Which of course has happened in the past.
You can if you want to. I mean, I highly recommend you don't. Barricade.
Yeah,
you get the liberties of getting your ass beat.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that. Oh man, remember that Eddie Guerrero one, dude, where the guy pushed the ladder?
Yeah,
he got his shit out of that dude.
Got his shit pushed in.
And then the dude, the WCW guy, when Macho Man kicked the shit out.
Yeah, him too. Even when Hogan turned, there was a guy that charged the ring. Remember that?
Oh yeah, he beat the shit out of that dude too. Yeah, that's right.
I think it was Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. I think.
Yeah, because everyone thought that was a plant, but it was like a legit fan that came in, and they're taking liberties upon him,
as they should. But anyways, it just I don't know. It was a good match, very good match, by the way.
Yeah,
I just was able to kind of tune it out a little bit. I mean, it was annoying for sure, but let's talk about the main event real quick.
It's time for the main event.
Mike Santana taking on Joe Hendry, which I knew Joe Hendry wasn't not going to win this.
Yeah,
of course, taking on the reigning, defending TNA World Champion Trick Williams. Oh, look, not gonna lie, Trick had me at the end of that match.
Trick really,
he had me for sure. I thought I was like, man, damn, dude, did he blow his knee? Like they played that off well, and he came in, got the sneaky win. One thing I'm not really sure how I feel about this yet, but I guess somebody has to be the bad guy. But like, they're doing it's now basically an invasion angle. Is basically what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it's way better than the one we had back in the day with WCW.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, because it's legit two separate companies right now.
I mean, how do you feel like? I guess WWE is playing like this heel role.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. As I kind of keep thinking about it, I guess I'm okay with it. Yeah.
I'm assuming Bound for Glory will be like the
resurgence of
if they're gonna play that. Like I said, I haven't seen any minutes of NXT tonight, so I'm not sure what the aftermath of.
Yeah, I saw something with Trick Williams in the ring with the Undertaker. Actually,
yeah, because he was Undertaker. Because last week, Undertaker's team was at NXT in the back. Something I forget what happened. I think Trick Williams got to like an altercation, but then he was in the back and he's like, "What the hell?" Like basically, like just talking shit to all the Undertaker's team members. And Undertaker tweeted something like, "Oh, I'll be there next week if you want to talk, crap about my team or whatever." That's why Trick Williams was like, I don't know why he's talking like his knees won't blow out. That was hilarious. He's like, and he said some shit like, "I'm glad he likes to roll his eyes in the back of the head because I'm gonna knock his ass out." Dude, Trick Williams is great, dude.
Yeah.
Someone made a good
dude.
Point Trick Williams.
You know what? Big kudos to Trick Williams too. So I was listening to the Major Pod. They had this like softball tournament that Brian Myers put on. Softball, like charity softball game. And Trick Williams participated in it. Like, totally didn't have to do that. He's a WWE talent.
Oh, really?
And was in there with the TNA talent.
Oh shit!
Like, I thought that was pretty fucking legit. Like,
that's pretty cool. That's that stuff's hearing that stuff softens the blow a little bit. To me, he's more of a TNA wrestler now. Anyway, he's not.
I know, right?
He's not even like NXT anymore. He's pretty much in TNA more than he is in NXT. But he.
And by the way, I think with him doing this too, like his stock is rising big time. Like,
oh yeah,
once he hits the main roster, it's gonna go.
That's what I said last night when I seen him on Raw and he was doing that interview with Vic Joseph. Yeah, it was. He had like the crowd was like, "Oh," when he said he's like, "Oh no, Undertaker's talking like his knees aren't going to blow out." And the whole crowd was like, "Oh!" And he was like, "I'm glad he rolls his eyes in the back of his head because I'm going to knock his ass out," or something like that. But I was like, "Oh shit!" But I do like someone did bring up a good point, and I do agree with this. He's great. Like someone was like, he's not bad in the ring, but someone was like, if he tunes up his in-ring work, because his mic work's good. He doesn't need to work on his mic work at all because he's good kind of promo. But I can see what they're talking about. He's not like the most fluid dude in the ring. He has a good moveset.
But that's why he's in TNA right now.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is just only going to propel him to the.
Yeah, it's going to help him more than.
This is like, I don't know if this was like his decision or somebody from like, hey, you want to go over here work TNA or what the idea was behind it. I would love to know like kind of like the inner workings of this deal, but like it, I don't know if they're like, all right, we're gonna take talent for you or we're gonna take volunteers or what's going on. But
yeah,
if it is like a volunteer thing, like hats off to him. And if it's a voluntold thing, still hats off to him. Because guess what? He's playing like a champ. So literally.
One of the things I think they don't want to mess up is too, and I hate to bring up this guy because we want him to be the best he can be. Carmelo.
Well,
I think they're trying to avoid that again.
Yeah, but we kind of honestly, whenever Trick Williams his rise, we kind of saw that honestly.
But at first it wasn't. He didn't look like he was the main guy. Like when they were like together and stuff like that, he was kind of like the right-hand man.
I always thought like looking at Carmelo versus Trick. I mean, it never made sense that Trick. Wait, Trick's his manager or whatever. Like this is kind of weird.
Bigger, faster, stronger.
I always thought that was kind of weird dynamic, And look, Carmelo's great. Don't get me wrong, and I think they're definitely misusing him, but I think Trick is just well above Carmelo, like in everything.
Yeah.
Maybe not in ring. I'll give Carmelo the edge on that, and Carmelo's pretty good on the mic if he's given some opportunity. But
yeah.
I think you know what Carmelo needs to do, and I hate to sound like Vince McMahon or whatever, but he needs to just grab the brass fucking ring, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Like go to Trips and be like, look, dude. You know, kind of like what Rock did back in the day. I need 30 seconds on the mic tonight. Give me a minute. Give me a minute on the mic tonight. Give me a minute and a half. Give me something. And he needs to go out there and just knock him dead.
Get some muscles, dude. Go do what Eddie Guerrero did. Get jacked and then fucking get a world title. I mean, and that, dude, I'm only bringing that up because I'm not sure if you've seen Drew McIntyre, that clip floating around from him on Logan Paul's podcast when he basically said something. He basically said like he was like his friends watch Raw and stuff like that because they want to support him and they see him on there and they're like, he's like, yeah, man. He's like they'll watch Raw and they'll see like me and they're like, yeah, oh wow, look at that. And he's like even Roman, like guys in great shape, great look, all this stuff. He's like, and then some of my friends will be like, hey, Drew, man, what the hell is this guy doing like on TV? Like basically like. Why aren't these guys hitting the gym? like why are these guys so smart? He's like, they look like they should be ordering like fucking do my order at a restaurant. Most of these guys, yeah. And then Drew Mackin's like, yeah, why don't these people hit some weights or some shit like that? I'm like, first, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's talking about certain people, but at the same time, that's pretty much it. It's as much as people want to like take professional wrestling and make it a sport and the athletic part about it. It's 10. That's to me 10% of it. 90% is look and character work, and what stories you can tell in the ring. You have to have a look, dude. Look at Roman, dude. He's a perfect example. Look at what happens when Roman walks out there and when anyone else walks out there.
Yeah,
it's presentation, dude. As much as people like love. Taking the art of professional wrestling and the in-ring work and all that stuff. It's 10%, dude. It's 10% of professional wrestling. To me, it's 90% of it is everything else besides the wrestling. You can't take yourself too seriously, I think, as a wrestler. Like, if you think you're in wrestling and you think you're this, like, I'm a technical wrestler. I'm really a technical wrestler. I think you're in the wrong area. Go do fucking Real American Freestyle. if you feel that way, that's just me anyway. I don't know. I mean, it's all about looks, dude. Rhea Ripley, awesome in ring. Are there better people than her in the ring? Yeah, there's definitely better women in ring than her. But do they have the personality and the look that she has? No, not at all. There's something told. There's proof. I mean, I could go on and on forever and ever about who's great in the ring, but who's not great in the ring, but they're over because they're not great in the ring. They're over because other things. Look at Jey Uso.
it's true.
Good wrestler in the ring. Is he better than Gunther technically? No. Is he better than Chad Gable in the ring? No. But guess what? Character work. Looks. He's over. 90-10, dudes. 90-10. That's all I'm going to say.
90-10.
For me, that's me. It's 90-10,
I like it.
dude.
We might need a shirt like that or something. 90-10.
You want to be a wrestler? It's 90-10. All right, 10% wrestling, 90% everything else. What's your business acumen? What's your merch sales look like? What do you? I'm Kevin Nash right now. What's merch sales look like? Yeah, he could do 1 million flips. How many shirts did he sell this week? And what's the funny thing is that the bottom line is that's the fucking truth for the most part.
Yeah,
think about it. Go to shop AEW and see who the number one selling shirt is.
It's True.
Guaranteed is probably like Hangman or, I mean, right now anyway.
Right.
So great in the ring. Great, not the greatest in the ring. There are better guys in AEW than Hangman. But the cowboy shit gimmick, 90-10.
For sure.
That's it. All right. I'm stepping off my pedestal right now.
There you go. That's good. I like it. Last bit of business is or match I want to talk about.
Oh boy,
most controversial. Masha Slamovich lost her TNA Knockouts Championship to the all-powerful JCJ.
I was totally wrong about that.
You technically, yes, you were wrong. I would say you physically actually wrong in the sense of what happened.
Yeah,
but you were right on what should have been booked, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know.
Because I thought the same thing, honestly. As I say, I guess, but I mean, you had it almost laid out perfect.
Damn,
they just fumbled it at the end. I
don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. That's the thing. That's it. I don't follow TNA enough to like get.
And that's the thing. Like for me, it's like this is what like leaves a bad taste in my mouth because they're doing this, and it's like okay, and look, they also had like AJ Styles come out, which was him just be like, "Yay, I'm back," and then I'm gonna leave again. I mean, it wasn't anything. I wish they would have had something set up. And you also have, the Dudleys coming in as well, too, which is interesting.
No. One more match.
Yeah. Dudleys versus Hardys is going to be at Bound for Glory, which is a nice little match to kind of book. I don't know what Devon can do in the ring too much because I know he had some health issues, but
yeah,
I guess we'll see. But I mean, I know they're slowly absorbing them. It's pretty clear on that. But at least build the brand before you slaughter the pig,
Yeah. Oh, maybe we're looking at it wrong. Maybe they're gonna like merge it with NXT. Maybe it's gonna be like people have been saying all along, NXT something like that. Like maybe it's just gonna be one company or one thing at some point. I could see that happening as opposed to, them like WWE taking over. I can see them like making NXT because NXT is like technically the third brand, but if you get something like TNA involved, which is very obviously an established company, it's been around for a long time, gives it more legitimacy as an option too. But I'm not sure if that's like I said, I'm not like entirely sure about the business thing because even the what's their president's name, the TNA dude, I forget.
Carlos Silva.
Yeah. Even him, he says it's not like there's nothing like there's no like story of them like purchasing TNA. Like they're still like they're well on their own as far as the company's concerned. So take it for what you want. I don't know, with a grain of salt anyway, but I don't know. I could see more of an NXT TNA merge than I can see anything else happening. That not just like Mike Santana's gonna show up on Raw one night. I think they'll do it the other way, if anything. But that's but yeah, I don't get the I mean, if they're fine with someone else holding the title, I guess that's hats off to them, but I don't know the women's roster too well in TNA to know why they wouldn't give it to this person over this person, or do they need the help of NXT and JCJ to kind of like elevate the knockout title because it's not as prominent as it was when Jordan
Masha Slamovich is like a former GCW champion,
Yeah.
world champion. You have Tessa, you got Indy there.
Okay.
You've got the Iconics. You've got Zaya Brookside. You got I don't know what her name is in there. Zaya Lee is there. I mean, you've got a lot of names there. I mean, Ash by Elegance. I mean, she has a little bit of name value. Is she the best character in ring technician? No.
Yeah.
But at least she's building a character, way better than she was in WWE, I would say. So I mean, there's some women there. And then on top of that, then you can bring in like a Jasmine Nix or Fallon Henley or JC Jane, bring them in, and yes, you can have a pretty decent roster. But to just have both world champions be in the possession of WWE just screams, hey, sit down in your cuck chair, guy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Watch the big boys play.
Okay,
Look at the adjective, play.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster now. So thanks SmackDown Hotel, which is
there you go.
a really good site. I'm looking at the roster now. Yeah, I mean, not saying that there's no star power like on their squad, but I can definitely see why they have not. They're doing this for the women's division anyway. Yeah, I mean, not that there aren't any like Ariana Grace is actually listed as a TNA wrestler in the women's division. And Ariana Grace is obviously Santino's daughter.
Yeah, right.
Who was in
She's
NXT.
a WWE talent.
But yeah, so they have her listed, and they have obviously JC Jane. Trying to see who else. Rosemary, obviously. Like you said, Masha Slamovich. Ash by Elegance, as we all know. I mean, they do have a pretty decent roster, but I could see, do we think there's any like marquee or main, top women in that division right now? Anyway, probably not.
But
That's
I mean,
why they
like
have this happening.
But you're not going to allow them to have a division if you're going to bring in WWE talent to put them over.
This is also true.
So
yeah,
and the same thing honestly goes for the men right now at this point. I mean, Mike Santana has done a great job getting himself over, not with the help of TNA.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's done that all on his own.
Yep. Yeah. No, true. It's. I mean,
now you could argue, his you could argue that his appearance in NXT probably helped, a couple weeks back, but I just feel like it's just Burial City over there. I mean, you got Joe Hendry obviously is on his way out. I mean, and they kind of did the same thing with Joe Hendry last year. Like, just like what is going on? Like, they took so long to put the title on Joe Hendry, and it just felt like it took forever to get to that point.
Yeah.
I think he ended up winning a Bound for Glory last year, if I'm not mistaken. But there was just a lot of missed opportunities leading up to that, and now he's like on the way out. Whereas, you could have really been building him and having him have these wins and building the championship for all that time that he had it, but he only had it for what, like 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Now, TNA's reigns typically are not that long. They're world champions. They usually cycle them in and out pretty fairly quickly, for the most part.
Yep.
Only one I can think comes to mind would probably be a long champion was Josh Alexander a couple years ago. But that ended because of injury, not because of a booking decision. I believe he had a pretty decent reign, but for the most part, they do go quickly in and out. But I mean, when's the last time you've had a star over like Joe Hendry? Like breakout, like all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, his song was like literally like trending in the UK on iTunes charts.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, it is a banger though.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just it feels like I'm more in mourning than happy to see them. You know, it feels like it's the end of TNA versus and it's hard to get excited. It's hard to get excited for them to have this like big crowd, you know, and all this success really, because it just feels like, as Chad would say, fatten up the pig for the slaughter.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It feels like more of a mourning session, you know. I don't know. That's just me. It's just disappointing to watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, there's some type of payoff. I mean, they had a very successful like show business wise anyway, so that definitely helped them out. I think it was like their largest gate in history, right, for them.
Yeah.
Show, so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a plus side. What happens in ring is, probably secondary to that, if anything.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I guess that's pretty much it for that. I guess we'll go into SmackDown and Raw real quick. And then we'll kind of finish off breaking off. Well, yeah. Well, I guess we can kind of talk about the PLE as we go through it. But let's go into SmackDown real quick. SmackDown kicked off with a car crash involving Solo's faction. Police told Adam Pearce that Jacob Fatu is the main suspect for the car crash, and they took Jacob away for questioning. This was kind of goofy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't get what they were trying to, what they were doing with that. Seemed like a Vince McMahon, let's use your past as an angle type deal,
right?
For me, anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, this was kind of like a theme throughout the night. It was just, I don't know. It was a little goofy, but yes, it was very Vince McMahon-esque.
Yeah, like, oh, let's see your
oh, gotcha, pal. Gotcha, pal. You know,
you're a criminal. That's how.
You're a criminal. Look at you. You look like you belong on the streets. Charlotte Flair defeated Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champs is official for SummerSlam 2025. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
that's fine. Damian Priest defeated Carmelo Hayes via disqualification after Aleister Black attacked Priest. I mean, I'm sure we're going to see an Aleister Black match and probably Damian Priest. Talking about another guy that's fell down the totem pole, Damian Priest.
You think so?
I mean, he had the little program with Drew, but what else has he done, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was going to be one of the, like we talked about earlier, the people that they're going to, put as like the, next marquee, main event people. But yeah, you can definitely tell they kind of like backed away a little bit off of him. Not sure what the deal is with that. I think it's just one of those things. I think what happens is freaking like you get the people like the Jacob Fatus and the Braun Breakers that just come out of nowhere organically and get the crowd behind them and stuff like that. And then it kind of goes, oh no, now we got to switch our focus over, because I think Damian Priest is pretty much in that direction. It seemed like it anyway, especially WrestleMania 40. When he won the world title and stuff like that. But I mean, one of the things we didn't bring up too on that was they're going to incorporate a lot of those three. Their merch is going to be incorporated with a lot of like the teams and stuff like that when they go to these different cities. So I'm not sure if you noticed last night, Rhea Ripley, she had like I forget what team it was. They were in Texas, right?
Yeah.
I forget whose team it was, but yeah, same thing with Same thing with Jacob Fatu. His shirt last week was like a mashup with I forget what team it was, but yeah, they're starting to do. That's how you know they're starting to. I think
Spurs or something with the Spurs.
I think it was the Spurs. Yeah, so like when you see that, that's how you know they're really pushing when they start merging these certain people. Like usually only like John Cena would get that treatment, or like Cody Rhodes maybe. Not everyone gets that treatment where your name is alongside that that team's thing. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe Damian Priest is not on his last legs, but maybe he's taking it, as he used to say, take it easy. Take it easy.
Wyatt Six addressed the SmackDown Tag Team division and offered to lead their way as the new WWE Tag Team Champions, and all they have to do is follow. I don't think it's going to be that easy for them.
That is true. Yes.
So Solo Sikoa said what Jacob Fatu did earlier tonight shows how selfish Jacob truly is, and that once a criminal, always a criminal, which was kind of funny. Jimmy Uso and Jacob appeared on the Titantron, and Jacob is cleared of any wrongdoing. Jacob and Jimmy made their way to the ring and brawled with My Family Tree, MFT. Solo and Talatanga escaped while JC Mateo and Tongaloa got beat down. Man, you think Jeff Cobb, aka JC Mateo, is regretting his decision?
I think so. Maybe not. Who knows? He might be though.
I would be.
Not sure what he was promised, but
yeah. Adam Pearce came out of nowhere. What's been the deal with Adam Pearce being on SmackDown? Like he's the Raw general manager.
Yeah, I think Nick Aldis was out or something like that. They said so he was taking over for Nick Aldis.
Adam Pearce came out and revealed that Solo was behind the whole incident and will pay for it back by facing Jacob in a steel cage match for the United States Championship at SummerSlam. Pierce called the police out and they arrested Solo. Kind of like I said, silly.
Yeah.
Silly stuff. So, anyways. Stephanie Vacour, which kind of weird, made a SmackDown appearance. Talk about somebody that's is also over. Stephanie Vacour is.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be one of those too, especially after that match her and Io had on Monday Night Raw.
God damn, that match was insane.
That might be match of the year contender, or one of the matches of the year. That match was until it. I had a feeling that match was so good that they're gonna ruin it. I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, they're definitely gonna. Someone's gonna run in, fuck this up, because who's gonna get the win? Do you give Io the win over Stephanie Vaquer? Is it trying to build her, or do you give Vaquer the win and it kind of doesn't kill Io's momentum, but she's going with a loss going into SummerSlam. So I can see why they did it, but they ruined a damn good match, dude. They're fucking, like I said, Io, dude, you put her in the ring with anyone, she could do it.
Yeah.
She's just proving it every week.
That she is. Let's see.
Oh, Andrade and Rafe.
Andrade and Ray Phoenix defeated DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Axiom, and Fraxium in a Fatal 4 match to earn the WWE Tag Team Championships against the Wyatt Six next week's SmackDown. Why? Okay. Why are we not having the tag team match featured on SummerSlam?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, they have plenty of they only announced I think
8 matches.
So 8 or 9, and it's spread over 2 nights. Why not just throw it on one of the nights open or something? I don't know.
Tag division needs more respect, man. They have some good tag teams, and they've done a good job building it, but they just don't feature them on PLEs. They just feature them on the Raw and SmackDown. Yeah,
and I could see the Judgment Day doing it.
Yeah,
if anything, I could see them being on SummerSlam. That's probably going to happen.
Yeah. Anyways, And then the main event segment. This was very interesting. Cody Rhodes came out and signed the contract for the undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam. WWE Champion John Cena came out and delivered some bad news. He won't be at SummerSlam because he's filming a big Netflix movie and he's just emotionally exhausted. Cena said this is what's best for business right now. Cena said he'll give Cody his title match in Paris or in Perth, but not at SummerSlam. Cody then attacked Cena. Cody hit Cena in the head with the WWE title, put him through the table with the frog splash, which was kind of weird, by the way.
Yeah, that was weird.
Cody then forced Cena. Now, he had Cena gripping the pin.
Yeah.
It was very goofy. And signed the contract and revealed their match at SummerSlam will be a straight fight. Straight fight. Straight fight. Good old New Jersey street fight.
Oh God! Let the rumors begin about Cody turning heel.
Well, so that's one of our little headlines here: is Cody turning heel? I don't think so.
I mean, I did see some theories of people going, well, maybe they're going to do a double turn where, because Cena's been doing this thing where he's kind of not wanting to be a heel anymore. He's kind of, when the fans chant his name, he's kind of like, brought back to, reality, like, oh man, they do love me. But then he'll just kick out of it or whatever. They think that's going to happen at SummerSlam. It's going to be like, double turn. Cody's going to, I'm not sure how he's going to turn heel. Only thing I could see happening for that to be legit is if The Rock shows up and falls through with the, selling the soul thing.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could see him turning heel. Other than that, it'll just be.
I think they're just trying to give Cody an edge, so he's not the white meat baby face.
Yeah, because they did some weird split. Did you see that weird split screen that they did during the thing where they were just focusing on Cody and Cena talking?
Oh yeah,
and Cody, he's like mean face, like he's all pissed off.
Right.
He's just boiling. But that's kind of like them. A lot of people say that's kind of like them signaling him, getting his heel, face on.
I don't think so. I think this is like I said, I think it's just to give Cody an edge.
Yeah.
I mean, why do it now? Why now?
I mean, if they are following, the Cody being like the Homelander from The Boys, they could do that. I mean, the whole point about Homelander is he's tries to act like he's good, like he's like a good guy and stuff like that, but he's really not. He's not a nice person at all. He's just not a good human being. Homelander. He's just he knows he's stronger.
Not a nice guy.
He knows he could destroy the world if he wanted to. He's just trying to put on a front, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that type of stuff.
There you go.
But in reality, he just wants to not be that person. And that's if they are doing it, I could see Cody going that route. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's a street fight, so that means shenanigans can happen. So who knows? You're leaving a lot of things open for crazy stuff to happen. Travis Scott might show up again. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, probably not. I don't think he's ever showing up again. I think he's done. Especially after that Netflix doc.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh man, the Astro World thing, dude. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. I didn't watch
crazy.
that yet. I didn't watch that yet.
Sad.
Yeah. So Cody Cena. Excuse me. Yeah. Cody Cena is going to be a street fight. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. I know. But we'll kind of see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not into it, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I guess we'll follow.
Yeah. Excuse me. All right, then we go over to Raw, and then Raw starts off with Got to get that in. We're contractually
Yeah, we got to get the that.
to get that in. So Raw started off with Punk coming out, and he shared that he had two main goals for returning to WWE: to headline WrestleMania and win the World Heavyweight Championship. With the first one accomplished, he said he can now put everything aside and zero in on cashing in the second. He then acknowledged Gunther as one of the best wrestlers in the world and said that while the title match at SummerSlam is just 2 weeks away, he is essentially preparing for it his entire life. He closed by reminding everyone that he's still the best in the world. Gunther came out and told Punk that he wasn't there to insult him, but made it clear that neither of them are in WWE to make friends. Both want success, money, and championship, and both carry big egos. But Gunther said he is earned through results, unlike Punk's, which is propped up by crowd's approval. Very true. He added that the only thing that matters to him is what happens once the bell rings, and warned Punk that he'll come to regret ever stepping back in the wrestling ring. Gunther then told Punk he'll always have his degenerate fans before exiting. Decent little promo to open things up.
Not mad at it.
No, the shows have just been kind of following the same kind of promo though. Like you have a I mean, I guess they've always done that, but
seems more obvious.
I think they need to mix it up a little bit. Like, you know what? One thing that I loved back what AEW did, like in 2020, 2021. So they would always open up with this like crazy banger of a match. Like remember, like Hangman was always like opening the match, opening the night, and he'd always have a great match. And man, it was like it really kick-started things. I really think that's what I know. WWE is more about story, and look, we know they don't like to wrestle.
Yeah,
but I think like change it up a little bit. Like let's start off with like, especially if you have a match that you're promoting all week. Like for instance, like maybe not necessarily gauntlet match, but or something that like a kind of like dream match scenario, like that Stephanie Io match. Like that would have been a great match to start off with for the night. Really get the crowd hype, you get the audience at home hype, and they'd want to tune in. I think that's more setting the hook than just a promo, because you just keep following the same thing over and over and over again. It's like missionary. Oh,
there.
Hey, dang, everything.
Roman.
We need that drop.
Missionary every night.
Every
God.
Golly.
It's the same thing, the same mat, the same. It's like missionary every night. Oh man, it's hilarious. No, you're right, man. It's they could have just opened it with like that Sheamus and Rusev match. Let's throw that on first.
Yeah,
they shit out of each other,
and
then come out with the CM Punk, Gunther, and then roll it into do the backstage with Stephanie and Naomi, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they definitely need to mix it up a little bit with more matches. Shorter time frame too on Raw, dude. They only go like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 2 hours, and 30, depending on what it is. So they need to, I know we're not, like you said, WWE's not the wrestling company anymore. They're more story driven, but we definitely need to change the order up a little bit. You're right. Change it up a little bit. We need that Roman Reigns drop, though, by the way.
Yeah, we definitely
need that.
Like missionary every single day.
Oh, man.
I'm going to look for that tonight.
He had some good drops, dude.
Yeah, he did.
This is my cameraman right here.
No tables. Not today.
I didn't hear one word you just said. We gotta get that one too.
Yeah.
Is your microphone broken?
Here, use this one.
Oh my god, dude. All right. Enough of Roman.
We know he's the greatest. Anyways, yeah, I just it was fine, but like you just mentioned, women's world champion Naomi confronted Stephanie McCool backstage, said she will be walking out of SummerSlam still the champion, and Stephanie will be facing her at Clash in Paris. So, Sheamus defeated Rusev, solid match. Again, Rusev kind of just proves himself as someone he's just in the Aleister Black category, just there for
True.
Hey, good for him though, I guess. Dragon Lee called out El Grande Americano for being a fake luchador, and a brawl broke out. Of course, we'll see them a little bit later on. Lyra Valkyria isn't happy about the fact that she has to team up with Bayley tonight. Of course, we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then with the Dragon Lee stuff, El Grande Americano. So there was a triple threat match for the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championship. El Grande Americano came out and it interfered. It's kind of weird dynamic with American Made and I guess Kaiser, like how they're just like I get it. Like, okay, we all know it's not Chad Gable, but he's there to continue the El Grande Americana gimmick, right? So why wouldn't you just go with it?
Yeah. I don't get that either.
It's a weird situation going on. But because El Grande got involved and American Made then was, we're trying to get him out, that opened up the door for Joaquin Wilde to pin, I think it was Kofi. And they became the number one contenders, which that's fun. Get somebody new, some new blood. So I don't mind that too much. And then, as you said earlier, I mean, man, when we talked about Stephanie McCool and Io Sky, I mean, both these ladies, man, they both showed out. I mean, damn, what a match. I was a little I don't know, I'm not gonna say annoyed, I shouldn't say that, but almost thinking man, this almost should be a PLE. Why are we doing this here?
Yeah.
Who's gonna win? But I definitely did not mind the dusty finish here, because you already had the disqualification once, and then you had it again here. It's going to really set up that story later on, kind of set the hook. So I didn't mind it right here. So of course, Chelsea came out and attacked. Was it Io? Or no, Stephanie. It was Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
And then Io kind of got involved, which led Naomi to come down and attack Stephanie. Or Io, one of them, I can't remember. Just drawing a blank. And then, of course, that sent Rhea Ripley into mommy mode and helped clear the ring. Then we had a pretty cool sight with Stephanie, Io, and Rhea all in the ring together at the end of it. So, yeah, cool stuff there. Adam Pearce told Dominic Mysterio to quit stalling and told Dom that he'll have his doctor's appointment tonight. AJ Styles was cleaning the floor behind him, which this has all been hilarious. Behind Dirty Dom, and Dom reminded him that he's not cleared yet.
I've been seeing people just hang it up, just don't resign, go to AEW. Then what are they doing to AJ Styles? It's
no, he's doing great work,
dude. That's hilarious.
He's doing great work.
He's doing good shit, pal.
Yeah, I like it,
dude.
Yeah, it shows a different side of AJ.
Yeah, why not? Why do we want to see straight wrestling all the time? Sometimes obviously on this show, as you're reading this and I'm going through, it's literally no matches. It's all backstage segments, back to back to back, which sucks. They should be like you said, again, mixing it up. Backstage segment match, backstage, do it that way. I don't know, but just having continuous backstage segments is kind of stupid. But I mean, I don't agree with people saying he's like,
no,
you might as well just
I
leave.
love this.
He's retiring there. He said that already. He's like,
Yeah.
after this, he's done. He's like, he's not wrestling anymore. I mean, he's just having fun, dude. He's just fucking
He's having fun. Yeah.
let him do what he wants to do. Jeez, he's phenomenal at what he does.
He's been there. He's going to be this Royal Rumble. He'll be his 10th year in WWE, which is kind of crazy to think. But Grayson Waller told the New Day that Austin Theory is injured and A-Town Down Under is over. And you know what? They need a free agent. So why don't you holler at Big G? Big G in the house. Big G Langston.
And they're just like, what? All right.
They're like, yeah.
All right. That'd be interesting if they go that route, but
I don't think they're going to go that route.
No.
This might be a way to kind of turn New Day back babyface. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe. Right. Like we mentioned, TNA World Champion Trick Williams addressed the confrontation with Undertaker on NXT. He said, "You're out here popping off like your knees ain't got no expiration date."
That's what he said. That's hilarious.
Trick said that it's good that the Undertaker likes to roll the eyes in the back of his head because he might just knock out Undertaker tomorrow. Oh man, dude, good for fucking Trick, man.
Dude, just the talk to the Undertaker like that is hilarious. Dude.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
How many people get away with that?
Yeah.
I'm assuming he got probably his ass kicked tonight by Undertaker.
Yeah,
or something like that, or his team or whatever.
Yeah,
some crazy shit happened, but that's fucking hilarious. Popping off like his knees would have an expiration date. Oh my god, dude! Trick Willie, dude. Push that guy to the moon once he hits the main roster. Fuck that. Oh man.
Whoa, that Trick. Whoa, that Trick.
Yeah. He's definitely working with Booker T, dude. Trick Williams is Booker T's avatar, dude. Guaranteed. That's what I'm guessing.
Yes,
that's his avatar. Dude. He's like feeding him lines. He's fucking like coaching the shit out of that dude.
Yes,
guaranteed. Not even lying.
Yeah.
That's definitely his avatar, dude.
Lyra Valkyria told Becky Lynch that she wants their World Women's Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam to be no count out, no disqualification, and there must be a winner. Becky said, fine. Becky added the stipulation that if Lyra loses, she can never challenge her the Intercontinental title again. Becky offered a handshake, but went to attack Lyra. Lyra saw it coming and hit the manhandle slam on Becky. I'm ready for this feud to be over with. Yawn.
Same here. Let's get
moving on. Moving on. The one feud that I do like that's heating up. This Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn match. That was another good match.
Yeah, definitely.
I like how Scarlett. Look, I mean, I said it like last week, I believe. I was like, I was a little worried about how they were going to do this with Karrion because people want this stuff, but Karrion played it right. Scarlett played it right. Like everything that they both did, they worked so well together, obviously. But I'm glad to see Karrion getting his just due here. He defeated Sami Zayn after Scarlett passed the lead pipe to cross behind the referee's back. Scarlett then held Sami's feet to distract the referee. Cross hit Sami with the pipe for the win. It looked like Karrion had gotten a little bit of color or something too.
Oh yeah, no, it was his nose.
Yeah, okay.
Because I think it was when he did that. I think it was did he do a suplex to Karrion Kross in the turnbuckle? I think it happened. In that area.
Okay.
And then what do you call it? His nose was busted, and then freaking obviously they shared blood on screen, which is kind of gross. But I mean they're married, so whatever. It's
And then Dominic Mysterio attacked AJ Styles and said he'll see him at SummerSlam. So Dominic is cleared.
It's official.
It is official. I do like this match, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I like this. I like the.
I think AJ could possibly win the title here. Could be possible.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
We'll see, but
go into a nice little feud with Dominic Mysterio, give him something to do.
I spoke a little too soon. The Stephanie Vicor match and Sky was next. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it was
I just saw Stephanie and Io in the notes, but yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, Stephanie won via DQ because of Chelsea Green attacked Stephanie.
And by the way, kudos to Chelsea. Like some of her facial expressions were just top notch. Like. God, she's awesome.
Getting the triple treatment from the from Rhea, Io, and Stephanie.
Of course, I'm biased because I love obviously love Cardona and Myers and all those people, but like I feel like even if like let's say like she was not connected to them, I would still be a fan of hers.
Yeah, she utilizes her time very very wisely. I think she's very good at whatever time she has on TV as well as outside, like on social media, all that type of stuff. I seen today someone posted a video of her getting the riptide by Rhea Ripley, and she reposted it. She quoted it and said, "Delete this now," with like big caps.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, so. Yeah, she's great. And then we get I guess if you want to call main event, the big Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Big Bronson Reed came out in the main event segment. Heyman called Breaker and Reed the future of the industry. Roman Reigns came out and said, and huge OTC chants break out. Heyman said Seth Rollins is going to be out of action for a long time, which means there's a leadership void. Heyman said, we can fix this. Heyman said, we're better together. So this is once Roman's out here. So we're far better together than opposing each other. Heyman said, I love you, my tribal chief.
Yeah.
And the fans chanted, you sold out. Roman took away the mic and told Houston to acknowledge him. Breaker looked a little pretty pissed. Heyman then put his finger in the air. And the crowd booed.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah. Roman said Heyman isn't a wise man anymore. He's just a dumbass. Breaker had to be held back. Roman said Heyman's going to turn on Breaker too in a few years when Braun becomes the man. Roman said Heyman tried to take the credit for creating the tribal chief, but he's still the tribal chief because the fans still acknowledge him. Roman said that the OTC was the greatest champion of all time and kept the title because of his bloodline, not Heyman. Roman said the bloodline was God's work, not a wrestling faction you could create, which is very true. Yeah,
they're all family.
But it kind of goes.
I'm just reading this. Go ahead.
It goes to your point, like with the point you've been saying, like over the last couple of weeks, or months, should I say, like, this is not really meshing well,
Yeah, I just got that shot out because the way he delivered it too, he's like, it's God's work and not a wrestling faction you could just create like that.
Yeah,
I totally missed that. He kind of shit on that.
Yeah.
Group right there went way over my head, but that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Roman said this dumbass ruined the bloodline, referring to Heyman. Breaker said nobody wants Raymond Reigns anymore, and his prime was 5 years ago. He's old news. Breaker said he holds value in this place, while Roman is worthless. Braun said he's the big dog, the top dog, the future of the WWE, the man around here. Roman hit. Well, of course, then that's when Roman said, "What was the line he said?"
He's basically just like, I didn't hear any of that garbage you said.
Yeah, here, you need a new mic.
Broken here. Use this.
Yeah, and then hit him with the spear or Superman punch, and then attack Bronson. Braun hit Roman with a spear from behind. Braun was about to hit the tsunami, which led to Jey Uso making the save, and then we hit Roman and Jay hit a double spear on Bronson and Braun to end the show. I mean, you got to admit, I don't think it's been announced yet, but I mean, you got to think this is gonna be a tag match for
Yeah.
SummerSlam, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't do no one-on-one with Roman and Braun Breaker just yet.
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a tag match.
Yeah.
I mean, and then what do you call it? Cody and Roman are pretty much gone after SummerSlam anyway, so doing the
Oh, the Street Fighter.
Street Fighter movie. So we'll see what happens. We'll see.
I'm counting the matches here. So we have 8 matches for 2 nights. So these are the matches scheduled. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, Gunther versus CM Punk, Naomi versus Rhea versus Io, Tiffany versus Jade Cargill. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it 9 matches? Yeah, I might have skipped one. Randy and Jelly Roll, yuck, versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Solo versus Jacob. Becky versus Lyra. Raquel and Roxanne versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And then Dominic and versus AJ. I think you could add 2 more matches to that.
Yeah, they definitely
should.
should.
So you have the tag match with Roman and Jay.
Yep.
Versus Bronson and Braun.
10.
And then I wish they would throw in like a tag team title match at least, you know.
I mean, they do have the women's tag team title match. So
yeah, but I mean the men's one, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do the World Heavyweight, the World Tag Team Championships, you know.
I mean, they could. I mean, it's what is it? There'll be 10 if they add one more, so 5 each night. I think.
Yeah.
You think they'll do? Probably.
That's kind of lame.
Sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, this is the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, so we can't expect it to be fucking.
At least do 6 and 6.
I don't know why they're doing 2 nights for SummerSlam, but that's just me.
Yeah, at least do 6 and 6. I say, because the show's going to be freaking 4 hours long with 2.5 hours of commercials.
Yeah, that's also true. That's very true. Oh man, all the commercials you can handle. Jeez.
Well,
I don't know.
Anyways, well, that's pretty much it for us. I think it's time we plug away. So,
Hey, yo.
Marco, what's going on in Chick-fil-A land?
All the fixins now.
All the fixins? Wait. So
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fixes.
We're gonna have so many fucking fixins up in this motherfucker.
New episode of the Pod Warriors.
Oh yeah.
They talk about the state of wrestling. They they go over Jordan's road trip that he had for All In. So
I need to listen to that.
Yeah, definitely check that out. And obviously, I'll at some point drop an episode. I've been taking forever to do so. Look out for a new episode of Open Mic. And obviously go to chickfoley.com for everything. That's where you find all the episodes. You follow the social handles, Chick Foley Show on X. That's what I run. And you can follow Sheen over on Chick Foley on IG. You can follow me at the MVP Marco everywhere. Including YouTube. I never add that. I do have a YouTube. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. I'm trying to get more active on there. It's just shoot work is kind of crazy. So
you tell
trying to mix it in, plus consuming hours upon hours of wrestling content as well as social media content takes a lot out of you. So
you're telling me, brother, between my shoot life and and kidney stones and piss and blood.
My god, yeah, that's right. I mean, the only thing I'm battling right now is freaking numerous mosquito bites. I have no clue where I got them. They're all around my ankles for some reason. I have I think 9 in total. I have 4 on each leg that go around. So I'm not. Hopefully, it doesn't lead to any crazy mosquito disease that we don't know of. Hopefully. So I'll let you know if anything happens, or you'll know if something happens.
Yeah. I should find out.
But definitely check us out everywhere. We're rocking and rolling, and obviously, we're continuing with the with our wrestling content.
Oh yeah, man!
And any other type of content we want to throw out there.
Hell to the yeah. Of course, you can check me out at Coming Down the Aisle on Instagram. Also, like I said, like I mentioned at the top of the show, make sure you join our Patreon, $2.99 a month. Head over to patreon.com/Turnbuckle Tavern. Thank everybody for kind of tuning in this week on this live edition. We'll be back. Yeah, Tyson says don't ban me from the Summerfest. Yeah.
We'll ban you from the Summerfest.
We will ban you from the Summerfest. Like I mentioned, also, make sure you follow our friend J Bugs Wrestling Podcast. Head over to Spotify. Check it out. He's starting over there.
Yeah,
So give him a listen and and see what he's got. Until then, I guess, I'll just have one thing to say, about kidney stones.
Off is a direction you can fuck.
We'll see you next week.
Reach for the sky, boy.